Have you ever struggled with getting your horse to pick up the correct lead? Well, we all have. In this video, I am going to break down for you exactly how to get your horse to pick up the correct lead every single time. So stay tuned. My name is Kati Trimmell, and today we're talking about leads. So there are two main factors to me that really kind of set you up for picking up the correct lead and not picking up the correct lead. First one is hip control. Do you have control over your horse's hip? Second is, are you trotting when you ask your horse to pick up his lead on the correct diagonal? Your diagonal is the leg that is lifting and falling. So when you're trotting along and you're posting with your horse, you're coming up with one leg or the other on the front. Look down at your horse's shoulder and see which leg that you're coming up and down with, okay? Because the reason they call it a diagonal is if you're lifting up with the left front leg, then you're lifting with the right back leg. So we want to make sure that we are posting on the correct diagonal because that's what's going to set our horse up to pick up that lead easily. If you're lifting and you're falling with the left leg, then you're setting your horse up to pick up the right lead. So you need to be very cautious of what diagonal you're trotting on whenever you go to ask your horse to pick up the lead. I'll show you this in the video coming up. And you'll be able to see exactly what I mean by lifting and falling. A friend of mine, Allie, gave me this cute little phrase, and it says lift and fall with the hoof on the wall, and that's exactly right. You need to be posting, always coming up with the shoulder that's closest to the rail. That way, the hock or the inside leg that is on the inside of your circle will be lifted with as well. So you're pounding, you're coming down, all your weight's coming down on the outside back leg, not the inside. That way when the horse goes to pick up that lead, his hip is free and he can do so freely. So I'm going to show you what all this is supposed to look like on a finished horse, okay? When all the work's done, how it's going to turn out. But I'm also going to show you on a baby that knows absolutely nothing. She's had a few rides fresh off the track and she doesn't know what I'm asking. So I'm going to show you what it's going to look like on a young horse, not just a fancy finished horse. I get tired sometimes of watching videos where they're trying to show you how to do something, but they're not showing you what it's going to look like on a young horse. So I want to do that a little bit different, and I want you to see that it's not always pretty and you're not going to get immediate results. So I'll be working with this filly at the end of the video, and you'll get to see what it looks like on a baby that doesn't know. So here we go. Here you can see me posting, lifting and falling with the coral boots. So I'm lifting with the inside back leg and the outside right leg. Look down at your horse's shoulder and see which leg you're lifting up with when you're trotting, and that's the diagonal you're on. So to pick up the lead, I use my outside leg toward my horse's flank as I'm posting on the correct lead, and you can kind of see the horse will pick up that inside coral leg first for that lope right there. Beautiful. So I've slowed this down where you can see what the hip control looks like at a slow pace. So right now I'm asking that coral back leg to cross over with my leg toward her flank. So I'm just barely applying pressure, and then I'm asking her to take a lateral step there. Very nice, and that's what I'm looking for. So now I'm posting with my teal wraps, lifting and falling with both teal. Ask her to pick up the lead with my outside leg, so the leg that is towards the fence, my right leg. I'm going to do transitions here. This is how I keep my horses really in tune and snappy on picking up their leads. Sit down in my seat without pulling on the reins. Get her listening to my body, lean forward. That means pick the pace back up. I do this over and over on my young horses. So now I'm going to push that teal leg with my left leg over, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the coral. I'm going to apply pressure with my right leg right here, asking her to move her hip over, and apply the pressure once she's done it. Now I'm going to ask her to take a lateral step with her front legs, crossing that teal leg over the coral leg. I want hip and shoulder control. So I'm going to push forward with my pelvic, asking her to pick up the pace. And as I post deeper, she's going to go faster, asking her to break into a lope. So now I'm on the baby. And I'm going to show you the steps it takes to get your horse to do this as a baby. So I'm pulling her head in a circle, and I'm just applying pressure in the flank area every time. So push, release, push, release. And I'm not so much pushing as I am just applying pressure, but I'm doing it every time her leg is in the air. I apply the pressure and then I release it when she hits the ground, because I want her to understand that there's a release with every step. So here I'm just going to ask her to move off some pressure, and I'm going to show you just how little you're going to get in the beginning. So I'm applying the pressure and I'm holding. She gave me my little right there. Great. I'm going to do it again, and she's going to just, it's just so small, but you're not going to get much. So don't expect to get some huge, big, massive move. Be patient and realistic here. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to apply the pressure. She moves over, and then she gets a little bit of a release. See right here? Boom, beautiful. She got a release. I'm going to ask her again, and she's going to get a release. Be very patient, guys. It's tiny, tiny, tiny results, but I promise you it really does pay off. Thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe. As well, if you have any ideas on a Trainer Tip Tuesday video, please comment below and let me know. I would love to make a video on one of you guys' ideas. So please comment below, and if you have any tips on picking up your leads, then please start a conversation and let us all know. Till next time, thanks guys. Have a great day.